Hello students, in our today's lecture we will discuss the next short story titled Fur, written by Saki. First of all, I would like to give you a brief introduction to the writer. Saki is the pen name of Hector Hugh Munro or H. H. Munro, a British writer known mostly for his short stories. Means the actual name of Saki is Hector Hugh Munro, and for his writings he has put his name Saki. He is a British writer and he is popular for his short stories. He was born in Burma, where he lived until his mother died after a miscarriage during a visit to England when Saki was around 2 years old. He was born in Burma, and there his mother died after a miscarriage. And at that time, Saki or Hector Hugh Munro was only of 2 years. The loss of her child was attributed to the significant shock she suffered after being charged by a bull, even though she wasn't struck by the animal. When Saki's mother was charged by a bull, charged means attacked. When his mother was attacked by a bull, she lost her child, although she wasn't struck by the animal. As a result, Saki was sent to live with his grandmother and two of his aunts in a very strict and religious household, which is believed to have influenced his writing and some of his characters. After the death of his mother by the attack of a bull, and after losing her child, she died. And after his mother's death, Saki had to live with his aunts in a very strict and religious household, and that environment of strictness and the religious environment influenced most of his writings and some of the characters which he has portrayed in his writings. Now I would like to give you a brief introduction to the story Fur. In this story, two women plan to make a wealthy old man buy a costly gift for one of them. As they are making their plan, the friendly bond between the two women comes under stress and reveals the weakness of the human nature. The style of the stories are very light-hearted, and the language used in this story is very delightful. The author shows with rare insight into human relationships how self-interest controls and directs our thoughts and actions. So, students, let's now begin with the story. In Saki's short story Fur, two friends find out who is true and who is not. Suzanne and Eleanor are friends in the story. There are two friends named Suzanne and Eleanor. Eleanor seems to be the true friend of Suzanne. She agrees to meet with Suzanne's cousin Bertram to share with him what Suzanne desires for her birthday. In the story, Eleanor, Suzanne's friend, agrees to meet with Suzanne's cousin, whose name is Bertram, and she agrees to tell Bertram what his friend Suzanne wants for her birthday as a birthday present or birthday gift. Bertram is wealthy. Bertram, the cousin of Suzanne, is very rich. Eleanor agrees to tell Bertram what Suzanne desires for her birthday. Eleanor is a true friend in every sense of the word. She plays. It seems that Eleanor is a true friend in every sense of the word. Eleanor suggests that they meet Bertram on his afternoon walk. Eleanor suggests Suzanne that they will meet Bertram, the cousin of Suzanne, when he might be on his afternoon walk. Then they can encourage him to enter the store which has nice furs. Eleanor suggests Suzanne that at the time of his afternoon walk, they can force or they can encourage Bertram to enter the store which has very nice furs. Eleanor has agreed to be the liaison and tell Bertram what Suzanne wants for her birthday, which is a nice fur. She talks to Suzanne that she will uh, convince Bertram to buy Suzanne a very nice gift of fur for her. While the two friends are waiting for Bertram to appear, Eleanor asks a favor of Suzanne. When both Suzanne and Eleanor are waiting for Bertram, the cousin of Suzanne, to reach there, then Eleanor asks a favor of Suzanne. She asks Suzanne to sit in on a game of bridge with her aunts so Eleanor can be free to talk with the gentleman caller. She, Eleanor asks Suzanne to sit there with her aunts so that Eleanor could be able to talk freely with her gentleman caller. Suzanne will not hear of such a suggestion, but Suzanne doesn't agree with her. Selfishly, Suzanne says no to the idea of helping her friend Eleanor out of a bridge game. Suzanne doesn't. Suzanne is not doesn't agree with her friend Eleanor to sit there. She says no to the idea of helping her friend Eleanor out of bridge game. Students, today we have covered some part of the story. Tomorrow we will continue with the remaining part of the story. Thank you very much.